We got something for y'all. We got to teach y'all.
All right, Revelations 13, 9 and 10.
Run down the black.
If any man have an ear, let him hear.
So everybody has ears. That's not what that means. If you have understanding, understand this.
He that leadeth into captivity
So a person that leads you into bondage and slavery
shall go into captivity.
That's right.
shall go into captivity.
He that killeth with the sword
He that kills with the sword, the Trail of Tears, and all of these things that go on,
must be killed with the sword.
might be killed with the sword.
Must be killed with the sword.
Can we all just get along?
Must be killed with the sword.
So they must be killed with the sword. It's called balance. The Most High is a man of balance. He's not going to let a people be destroyed and get away with it. That you can't do that.
Hey, no side camp.
Let us teach a sister.
Hold on, they got it. They got it. Hold on, we're going to teach everything they need to learn. We got you.
Yeah, go ahead, run down the black scriptures. But give me what I told you, 14 and 2.
Jeremiah chapter 14 and verse 2. Judah mourneth.
So it says that Judah is mourning. When you think of Jewish people, they are not in mourning. They have all the money in the world. They own the banks. They're in the Holy Land now.
Right.
They have their own schools. They have their own governments within America.
That's
They don't go by what everybody else go by. They have their own. You ever see a Jewish neighborhood? Y'all not privy to a Jewish neighborhood. I think there's one in Atlanta, but where I'm from in New York, Spring Valley, all over New York, they have their own communities. Everywhere. What they do is they buy out the place like roaches. They take over everything. They have their own police. Like you'll see a wagon, like a car like that, drive around. That's their own police. They police their own neighborhoods, right?
Ambulance and all that. Salakia. Jeremiah chapter 14 and verse 2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish.
The gates are like your government, your elder people. Our gates languish. We have no one to stand up for us.
That's right.
We have no one. Marcus Garvey dead. Martin Luther King dead. Malcolm X dead. And who do we have left? Jesse Jackson sellout. Farrakhan sellout.
Al Sharpton.
Al Sharpton sellout. Oprah sellout.
Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground.
So the Bible is saying that they are black into the ground, different shades of brown.
And the cry of Jerusalem is gone up.
And the cry of Jerusalem is gone up. That's what we're doing right now. Sorry, the crying.
This is Job chapter 30 verse 30. My skin is black upon me.
So Job was a perfect man, and he said what?
My skin is black upon me.
He said his skin is black upon him. Read.
And my bones are burned with heat.
I got one. Song of Solomon.
There it is.
Chapter 1, verse 5. Bring it out.
I am black but comely.
So Solomon is saying what?
I am black but comely.
So he's saying he is a dark-skinned person, but he is handsome. That's what comely means.
O ye daughters of Jerusalem.
Oh, ye daughters of Jerusalem.
So who's he talking to?
So you have to know who he's talking to, right?
One more. This is Jeremiah chapter 8 verse 21. For the hurt of the daughter of my people, I am hurt. I am black. Astonishment had taken hold of me.
You see that? You go to church? How many scriptures do you hear read in church?
At the maximum.
You hear this amount of scriptures word for word in church?
Get them.
What are they telling you in church? Everybody get along?
Right.
Does the Most High say that? The Most High doesn't believe in that.
Are they teaching this?
Are they teaching? Do you know who this is? Who is that?
Oh no.
No, but I asked you who this is. Do you know who this is? This man's name is Cedric Borges. He's a son of a pope. The pope painted him in the image of Christ so that our oppressors can rule over us. Because when you think of a white person, you won't go against him because you think that he's God. That's why we bow down to white people.
Even after they kick our heads in.
Even after they kick our heads in. A police officer, I don't wish this upon your daughter, but a police officer can ravage your daughter in a prison cell, rape her, and get away with it.
And it has
Get paid leave. And your husband and her brothers can't do anything about it and won't do anything about it because he's a white man. You'll complain, you'll cry, and then you'll just let it go. But if one of these brothers out here rapes him, her brother and her father are going to go to his house and destroy him, kill him. Because we'll kill our own people, but we won't kill our oppressors.
That's right.
Who've been rape, robbing, murdering us for centuries.
Bring it out.
That's right. Just start in this slavery. They've been enslaving us. They've been destroyed us.
They literally want us dead. Like literally. They poison our foods. They teaching us lies in school. They pushing music that's just terrible and horrible. They giving us baby fetuses and vaccines. It's just, the list is so long, it's crazy.
Abortion.
Right, they putting Planned Parenthood on every corner. They got pharmaceuticals on every corner. It's delicious, just so it goes on and on. Like Erica Badu.
You got chemical warfare. Flint, Michigan. That's chemical warfare.
Let the people.
Right.
Why is it that they can't clean the water in Flint, Michigan, but you can start a war somewhere in a country?
Build a wall.
Those people are dying. They got cancer. They're dying. But it's chemical warfare because they're here to destroy you. That's his whole intent, is to destroy the children of Israel. Just hold my precept.
Guns in our neighborhoods.
Give it the real price. You know what it look like. Hold your spirit. Hold your spirit. Hold it down.
Can I get a second?
We're gonna get you a garment and you're gonna be right here.
Over here,
You're gonna be right here.
Man, I'm so tired of teaching now.
It goes like, man.
I know.
Read it.
You know.
Okay.
What you got to understand is all these other nations, they're nothing. The Most High is not dealing with them. He's dealing with the children of Israel only.
That's right.
In Deuteronomy 7 and 6, he said that we'd be a special people, a holy people, above all people upon the face of this earth. But we want to be equal to everybody. Why? That doesn't make sense. They're beneath you. An ant is beneath you, and that's what these people are.
Oh, she like it.
Bring it out.
Second Ezra chapter 6 and verse 53.
They're a beautiful song.
Upon the 6th day thou gavest commandment unto the earth that before thee it should bring forth beasts, cattle, and creeping things. And after these Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all.
That's what people like to say. We all come from Adam. We're all the same, correct?
And the people also whom thou hast chosen.
But out of those people, the Most High has a chosen people, the children of Israel.
Right, he read that Deuteronomy 7:6 when y'all had walked up
I got
here.
some right there if you want to precept about that. If not, you can just keep on.
Isaiah 44 and 1.
Yeah. This Isaiah chapter 44, verse.
The reason that we go from precept to precept is that's how you have to read the Bible, so you get understanding. Read.
This Isaiah chapter 44, verse 1. Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant, and Israel, whom I have chosen.
That's right.
So you know who the chosen people are. Read.
Second Ezra chapter 6 and verse 55. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes.
So he made this entire planet for our sakes. If the children of Israel didn't exist, this world wouldn't exist. He just said it. I made this world for our sakes. Read.
Bring that out.
As for the other people, which also come of Adam.
But for the other people, all these other people, white people,
Son, grab the son.
Indian people, all Arabs, Chinese, all of these people, as for the other people, read.
Thou hast said that they are nothing.
What did you say?
They are nothing.
Is that in the Bible?
They are nothing.
So the Most High calls them nothing. You don't teach your daughter that she's equal to a white child.
That's
She's
right.
not.
That's right.
She is a princess and they are dogs.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
But be. Salafi.
Right.
Who said that?
Brothers filling the world. Teach.
But be like unto spittle.
So if I spit on the floor, that's what the Most High thinks of other people.
Spit.
Spit on the floor. That's what he thinks of them.
Bring it out.
and has likened the abundance of them.
So he likens all of them. Take the whole, every single Asian, white, all of these people. Read.
And has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
So if I have a big like cistern and a drop of water falls out of it, that's what they are to the Most High compared to all of them, compared to just us right here. They are all nothing. Read.
And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen,
So they are heathens.
which have ever been reputed as nothing,
They've always been nothing in the sight of the Most High.
have begun to be lords over us and to devour us.
So they've begun to be lords over us and devour us. They're lords over us right now. You're about to go shopping somewhere, you have to buy something from these people. For us to have these garments, we have to buy these fringes from these people.
Right.
To get water, you have to pay them. To have electricity, you have to pay them. We have to go to them for all things. They're lords over us. They're in our, hold on one second. They're in our neighborhoods with the Chinese stores selling you your own cat that they robbed from you.
Right.
Kill your cat and give it to you.
Right.
But you support them. But when your brother has a spot, we don't go to him and support his spot.
Nope.
His chicken shop is gonna close down in 2 weeks. But the Asians, they're making $10,000 a week. Why?
Come. Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 48.
This is why.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Most High Yahweh shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things.
So everything we want in this earth, we have to go through our oppressors because we don't seek the word of the Most High. We have to follow these scriptures.
Bring
or
it
we're just
out.
going to be living like this forever. You have to worry about your daughter becoming a lesbian. I got to worry about my son becoming a sodomite.
Right.
They go to school and now they're teaching LGBTQRXZ history in school. Well, I want my child to learn about some faggotry. I don't want them to learn about that. They already have to live in this disgusting place. They shouldn't have to learn that in school. But in the white man's world, that's what he wants you to learn.
Right.
Salakia.
He wants you to learn Christmas.
And if you don't send your kids to school, you can get thrown in jail for that. So it's mandatory for you to send your kids to a school to learn homosexuality, transgenderism, lesbianism, and pedophilia.
Most High gonna destroy this.
That's for real.
That's why this place has to be destroyed. Because it's destroying us. Read.
This is Isaiah chapter 40 verse 15. Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket,
Right.
and they are counted as the small dust of a balance. Behold, he taketh up the isles as a very little thing. I'm gonna skip to 17.
Nope.
All nations before him are as nothing, and they are counted to him less than nothing and vanity.
So that's just a precept to back up what he said. Because that's how the Bible has to be read. Precept upon precept. You hear it here and hear it here. That's how you get an understanding. If you go to church, they're going to say John 3:16, and you're going to forget everything you heard here.
Right.
Because that's going to tell you that God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever...
Now what the elder said, what's up with that?
What's up with that?
Explain
Acts
it.
2 and 21.
Come.
Matthew's, what is it?
15,
24.
24.
All right, couple more.
Acts.
Give him some laws too.
All right. This is Acts chapter 2 verse. I'm gonna start at 20.
And teach him how to pray.
Is this what I want? Yeah. Okay. No. It shall come to, okay. I'll start at 21. And it shall come to pass that whosoever
Sounds like John 3:16, right?
shall call upon the name of Yahweh shall be saved.
But who is he talking about?
Ye, verse 22. Ye men of Israel, hear these words.
That's right.
That's who he was talking to.
Look.
They don't give you that understanding in church. They just say that and that's it. Pass the plate. I need a jet.
Right.
But he's not going to go to this scripture to give you the understanding. No. Who has Matthew?
15:24.
Come on.
But
Matthew
I am
15:24. And it reads, I am not sent. Slaki, I'm going to read it as it is written. But he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
What
That's
color are
right.
those letters?
Red.
What does that mean?
That means the person you know as Jesus Christ is speaking.
That's right.
So what did he say?
I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
So the person you call Jesus Christ out of his own mouth said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Not can we all just get along.
That's right.
Because he don't believe in that. Deuteronomy 7:6 says we are a special people, a holy people. That means separate.
Teach
Not
them
supposed
up.
to be with the rest of the people. They're heathens. They're dogs. They're going to kill your cat, see? If you have a cat, hide him.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 45 and verse 17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed,
So we're not supposed to be ashamed when we are saved, right?
nor confounded,
Nor confounded, because they confound us now. If you get this word and hold on to that, you won't be confounded.
world without end.
So you have to have the understanding of world. It's a society, age or society. You can Google it. World means age or society. Disney World is not the world you live in, right? The world of science is not the world you live in, right? You're not a scientist.
Third world.
A third world country. The new world. World means age or society.
All right, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 13, verse 10. This evil people, which refuse to hear my words, which walk in the imagination of their heart, and walk after other gods.
So what we're doing right now in these churches, we're walking after other gods. We're walking after this fake God who will never save you. He's a homosexual. People believe that he's going to come down and hug your daughter. He's not going to do that. You're never going to see him. And Habashah is going to come down here and slay people. That's what he's going to do. He's going to come down here and kill 2/3 of our people because they want to follow in other things and not follow in the word. And then he's going to destroy these other nations.
To serve them and to worship them shall even be as this girdle, which is good for nothing.
So what are those things?
Good for nothing.
They're good for nothing. A Buddhist is good for nothing. Christianity is good for nothing. All of these things are good for nothing. Knowing your nationality, following the law, statutes, and commandments, that's good for something.
For as the girdle cleaveth to the loins of a man, so have I caused to cleave unto me the whole house of Israel and the whole house of Judah, saith the Lord, that they might be unto me for a people, and for a name, and for a praise, and for a glory, but they will not hear.
That's right.
So we're just gonna give you. I know you gotta go. I'm gonna give you two more scriptures, and then you could go. You got it?
You got Corinthians?
What you got?
I got it. I got Corinthians.
All right, go ahead, read that.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach Yahushua.
Read it as it's written.
The head of every man is Christ.
So the head of every man here that you see is Christ. That's our head. That's our.
And the head of the woman is the man.
So the head of the woman is the man. The head of you is your husband, her future husband, or our father now. Read.
And the head of Christ is God.
And the head of Christ is God. Read.
Verse 4. Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoreth his head.
So if a man has a hat on while the word is coming out, he's dishonoring himself in the face of the Lord. Read.
Verse 5. But every woman that prayeth or prophesieth with her head uncovered, dishonoreth her head.
So it's a good thing you have a hat on. If I had something to put on the sister, I would do it. But when the word is coming out, you need to cover your head. You see the women right here? Dressed in modest apparel. Somebody got that modest apparel for me? What you got? You got what I told you to get? Read.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
This is the whole point of why we're here. For you. Read.
Fear God
You need to fear the Most High. Read.
and keep his commandments.
And keep his commandments. So what he just gave you was a commandment. You need to keep that commandment. You got modest apparel?
Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5.
Right.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
What kind of clothing pertain to a man? Have one of the sisters stand up, please. Look at the sister right here. Stand right next to her. What? What apparel pertains to a man? So when you go to the bathroom, you know what bathroom to go in because of what?
Drawing.
What is a drawing on the bathroom? A dress. So it started in what was it, the 60s? When y'all started wearing pants? That's a new thing.
Right.
Women were picking cotton with dresses on. You're supposed to wear a dress. Nah, man. So
Now what the hell is going on here? And this is what we talk. Slocky,
see? 8 out of 10 men in Atlanta are homosexual. This is Sodom and Gomorrah. You gotta keep your daughter away from it. You gotta keep her holy. Read what you just read again. Read it again.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments.
When you go outside of his commandments, you're not fearing him. And the Lord's not covering you.
Don't do it. Just go ahead.
What?
Just go. Teach.
So you have to fear God and keep his commandments. So you see us here today, somebody gave her a flyer? Do you live with your husband? Okay. So that's in the Bible. But we're here every Saturday. That's the Sabbath. No buying and selling. You might have been on your way to the store. Go home. Okay.
Now when you pray, what you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
He didn't understand.
You read it again?
Read it again.
Listen good, sister.
This is 1 Corinthians 11, verse 5.
Young woman got it.
But every woman that prayeth or prophesy with her head uncovered dishonoreth her head, for that is even all one as if she were shaven.
So you need to keep your head covered when you're praying.
Or shave your head.
Or shave your head. So
Put a scarf on. All right? Or like if you have a blanket.
So you got that flyer. You go to YouTube. Sons of Thunder. You can watch us on YouTube. You don't have to come out here, or you can come out here. We got chairs for you. We got men that'll protect you. You need to go to the bathroom. We walk you to the bathroom, so you don't have to worry about these derelicts out here. We take care of our people here.
That's right.